Two grown men, co-workers, football fans, zero expertise. Mike, George. Since there's nothing else on TV, sit back, relax, and see what happens when two guys who work at the cable company steal 30 minutes of local access time while no one is looking on a channel that nobody's watching. This is the Mike and George Experiment.
It's Friday night, 8 o'clock, and this is the Mike and George House of Horrors. Featuring Ron Burgundy and The Dark Knight.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to the Mike and George Experiment. We're happy to be filling in for those two gentlemen.
And we use the term loosely. Holy upset, Batman.
Holy upset is right.
College and pro.
I see you went with the expensive mustache.
I did. Well, it was the glue. Okay. Well, there were some upsets, Mike.
Actually,
the Dark Mike.
I'm Batman.
Batman. Holy upset, Batman.
Yeah, there were several in the top 25. Oklahoma lost to Texas, 20-36.
Are you kidding me?
Is this right? Is this
Is this Mike on?
Missouri? This is old. Where's
my
my
old stuff?
Where's my new
mustache
stuff?
back on? Well, Batman is not used to being on television, folks.
This is my first time.
He's had some medication.
Here we go.
All right.
Let's get rid of this garbage from last week. Okay, Florida State. Okay, I don't know that this was a bit of an upset because
Yes, it was.
because Clemson was ranked higher.
Right.
But Florida State came in and beat Clemson 51-14. Boy, they erased any doubt.
You know, they're probably going to
they
go
should
up
be
in the
ranked
polls.
higher.
I think they're going to go up in the polls.
They absolutely
They did? I must have the
Auburn.
polls then.
Auburn University beat Texas A&M 45-41. That was a very exciting game.
I know Mike would be very happy about that.
He would.
Or is the Dark Knight happy about that?
I am too. It was a pleasure.
You must be an Alabama fan.
It was
Dark
a
Knight.
pleasure seeing Texas A&M fall again this year.
Yes. And I think Manziel is hurt, but he's in a sling right now.
Yeah.
But he'll be back.
Missouri 36, Florida 17.
Yeah.
Not even
Go
close.
Missouri.
How about Ole Miss beating LSU? Ava called that one last week.
That's right. She's doing really well.
Good job, Ava.
Ava.
She only
way
got
to
one
go.
wrong. Stanford beat UCLA. Louisville lost to the University of Central Florida. Oh!
How was that possible?
38-35. Vanderbilt beat Georgia 31-27.
Georgia's
Tennessee
going down.
beat
Georgia's
South
going down.
Carolina 23-21. And Arizona State beat Washington 53-24. Other good games, Notre Dame beat USC 14-10. Arizona, Arizona
Right.
and Utah played. We didn't understand why Arizona was favored, but again, the gentleman in Las Vegas got it right. 35-24 over Utah. And then, of course, Alabama beat Arkansas 52-0.
It was a beatdown.
It was a
They beat the
beatdown,
crap
and
out
they
of them.
looked
I think Mike
fantastic.
would be happy. Listen, if Mike was here, he'd
They
say
were firing
they
on
were
all
fantastic.
cylinders. That's right.
He'd say they were firing on all cylinders.
He told me he was
What
very
to say?
pleased.
He told him what to say.
With how Alabama looked. And I was talking to Mike's brother, and he said, you take that Texas A&M game out of there, their opponents are only averaging 2 points a game against that Alabama defense.
Wow. Well, Mike, if you're out there, that's fantastic.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. There were 5 games over the weekend where a top 10 team lost.
I think it was more than that. Oh,
Well, top 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
5 out of 10. That's 50%.
What
I
happened
know my
with-
math, folks.
What happened with the polls?
Oh, the polls. Well, I don't think the Polish folks were playing this weekend, but I will go over, and we're going to go over some BCS standings also, aren't we, Batman?
All right, let's do it.
Uh-oh. Well, should we come back on that, you think?
Hey,
We'll
look
come
who
back.
it
We
is.
have a special guest here. Come here. Come on down. And who is it?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Mario.
You're Mario. Well, good to see you, Mario. It's good to see
It's you, Mario.
It's you, Mario.
Hey, happy Halloween, Mario. Are you
Same
happy
to
that
you.
Alabama won?
Who's
Yeah.
Alabama?
How about Roll Tide Roll?
Real loud. Roll Tide Roll! Yeah!
Hey.
We'll be right back.
Good job, Mario.
Well, welcome back. This is Ron Burgundy, Channel 4 News.
Stay classy, Helena.
Stay classy. Stay classy, Helena. Now, Helena, that's an interesting thing. It's German, I believe. It's
stop right
it
there.
means Wales something, and
no.
I don't remember what it is.
Let's
but
talk about
Oh,
football.
let's talk about football. Okay.
The polls.
We got some polls. We got the BCS standings this week. BCS standings this week. We got the top 5 there, which is going to differ from the AP top 5. We got Alabama. Florida State sneaks in at number 2.
Very interesting.
That's what I say. Oregon, number 3. Ohio State and Missouri at number 5. Now, the AP top 20, top 5. We've got Alabama, Oregon, Florida State, Ohio State, and Missouri.
Okay, now what I hear is that
What do you hear, Mike?
next week Oregon will be playing UCLA, or this coming weekend. Oregon will be playing UCLA, and that the math should put them ahead of FSU
On the BCS. On the BCS?
on the BCS.
You
But we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how they're going to do.
We're not psychics. Why do you even listen to us? I mean, we pick teams, and they don't win, for God's sakes.
They sure don't.
Well,
there are some
but
good college.
Batman sure knows a hell of a lot about football.
There are some good college games coming up.
There are. Why don't you share them with us,
Okay,
Batman?
Tennessee at Alabama, Penn State at Ohio State, Vanderbilt at Texas A&M. Come on, Vandy. Stanford at Oregon State, South Carolina at Missouri, UCLA at Oregon. 7-0 Texas Tech will be taking on 6-1 Oklahoma. That might be the game of the day right there.
I'll probably watch it.
And then George, 6-0 Fresno State
that's
will
Ron.
be taking.
That's Ron.
I'm so sorry, Ron. Fresno State will be taking on San Diego State.
San Diego. That's German for Wales something, and I can't remember what it is. But
Good.
I'll bring it
Don't
up
try.
later. I'll bring it up later.
Let's talk about
Holy
some
college,
NFL.
holy NFL, Batman.
Well, let's just
Let's
get
the
rip
bad
this
news
Band-Aid off. Is this an old one? This is an old one too. All right,
Batman, you need a little more TV.
George.
thing.
Ron, you may want to report that George went 9-6.
George went 9-6 this week.
And so did Mike.
And Mike did also, since they had the identical picks.
And
But
Matt went 10-5.
Yeah. He
So
gains
Matt
another
is leading.
3 games.
Matt is
Three
leading
games.
71-36. George is at 68-39. And Mike is pulling up the rear at 67-40.
And I wish you'd stop that. It's not sightly. All right. Well, we've got the bad news.
How about the Jets beating the Patriots, huh?
They're giving me newfound hope in the Jets. So I might be picking them this week. So why don't we go to the picks, maybe?
Let's
What do you
do
think?
that. Let's do that.
What do you think?
Let's do some of them.
Well, let's do a few, and then you can see the rest of them on our website. Or on Mike and George's House of Horrors website.
Or Facebook page.
Horrors.
All right. Dallas is traveling to Detroit. For me, this is the game of the week.
And this is my game of the week, Batman.
Who are you taking?
I'm going for Dallas.
So am I.
All right. Well, here we go. We're not going to gain anything. We're going to pick everything the same.
Miami is
Mike and George
traveling to New England, to Foxborough, to play the New England Patriots. Who do you choose for that game?
You know, at home, New England was exposed a little bit this week, but I'm going for New England over Miami at home.
As am I. The Giants are heading to Philadelphia. Giants won their first game this last weekend. They looked terrible, but they won.
Minnesota. I think that says it all. I'm going for Philly.
I'm taking the Giants.
All right. There he goes. He's going to go 4 games behind Matt.
Because I have no idea who the quarterback's going to be.
Exactly. Well, Foles is out. He's hurt. So it's going to be Vic.
And if Vic is in, he'll be out with an injury.
Yeah, about the second quarter.
All
yes,
right.
That's
the
true.
Jets are traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Who do you choose?
Are they the New York Jets?
Yes.
New York. That's German for Wales. I'm going for the Jets.
I'm taking Cincinnati.
Whoa, all right. Now,
Pittsburgh, traveling to Oakland.
This is, Pittsburgh won last week.
They did?
Do we have newfound hope in them or not?
Not me.
Me neither.
I'm taking Oakland.
The Raiders.
There are several key injuries that the Steelers have, and I don't believe that the Raiders have any key injuries.
No, they don't.
Terrell Pryor doesn't have as good a rating as Ben Roethlisberger, but McFadden, I believe, is back.
Ed McFadden? Okay.
No,
not Ed McFadden. Okay. That's an upset
Darren
for
McFadden.
Me.
Yes, that's my upset.
That's my upset also. Gosh, we're just great minds think alike, don't
I'm
they,
taking
Batman?
the Broncos over the Washington Redskins.
I am too, as am I.
And there you have it.
There you have it. But Denver was exposed last week.
Yes,
and
they
here
were.
we are. The whistle is coming. So, we're just in time.
Check out this message and come right back, citizen.
Are you bringing us back?
Hey, welcome back to the Mike and George Experiment Halloween edition. Ron?
Hey, Holy Ava's picks, Batman.
Yes.
All
Ava,
right.
let's say, first of all, she did really well last week. She got all of her college games
And
right.
she got one of the upsets right at least.
Yeah. The only one I think she got wrong was the Tennessee Titans.
So she's doing well.
She's doing
Ava,
unbelievable.
you're doing well. We'll do a story on you soon. Ava's picks: KC over Cleveland.
Okay.
New Orleans over Bills.
All right.
Seattle over St. Louis. Alabama over Tennessee.
Of course.
Couple of upsets. Texas Tech over Oklahoma.
Right.
And UCLA over Oregon.
Interesting.
That's a tough one.
That would be very interesting.
It would be good. It would be good. Ava, if it comes true, we'll be happy. Well,
right.
guess what time it is?
It's time for George's True False Shootout, just hosted by none other than Ron Burgundy.
George sent me the true false shootout questions.
And Mike sent me the responses.
That's good. These guys are like a well-oiled machine. Okay, so we learned a couple things last week. It's just possible to take down the Denver Broncos.
Most definitely.
And it's possible that the Colts are a top playoff or Super Bowl contender.
Well, I think you have to recognize them as being a viable candidate. Absolutely.
I think we do. I agree with you, Mike. Anything else you'd like to say about that? Batman. Excuse me. I'm looking into your eyes, Mike, and I see Mike there, but it's actually Batman. That's number one. Number two. Quarterback Alex Smith will throw a touchdown pass again.
Yes, I believe he
You
will.
think he will? And the reason we say that is 4 of his wins, he has not thrown a touchdown pass. And his last 3 games, he has not thrown a touchdown pass. So maybe he's not as good as we thought.
I think he's good.
Maybe KC is vulnerable. And I can only hope
They've got a strong
for
running
George's
game,
sake.
too.
For George's sake. Yes, they do. Because KC is in George's favorite team division. You know who that team is.
The Chargers.
There we go. Okay.
Yes.
You're right on top of things, Batman. Okay. The Cowboys are in the driver's seat in the NFC East. Sorry
Yes,
about
they
that.
definitely are.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that.
They're in the driver's seat, but it's not locked up.
There's
That's
2
still-
guys in the back waiting to jump them. I got you.
Yeah. That could still go anywhere.
Oh, it could. But right now, they're in the driver's seat.
Yes, they
You'd
are.
agree to that,
I would.
Batman?
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of KC, they will be defeated soon.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to go undefeated. I think
I'm sure they
they're
won't.
gonna
I'm
they're
sure
gonna
they won't.
have a couple challenges on their schedule coming up ahead. But
Right. Well, the teams they've beaten so far have not been that. Their records aren't that great, so
Right.
they have a much tougher schedule coming up. So
Oh,
we'll find out
definitely.
something about
They
them
definitely do.
soon enough. Batman. All right. Tampa Bay. They traded for Darrell Revis. They traded for him. Sorry, Darrell. And I think George thinks that they're using him in the wrong way.
you both think that.
We both think that.
And as I recall, they're using him
Kind of in his zone
capacity.
defense.
Right.
And where was his best years? In a man-to-man. So it sounds like Tampa Bay got rid of their quarterback and brought in people that aren't, and using them incorrectly. So
Well, I don't know.
What do
Maybe
you
they
think?
want to go the whole year and see
what
their-
happens?
see what their record looks like
yeah,
before
well,
they
it's so far
make
it's looking
adjustments.
really, yeah. So
How many
far,
games have they won so far?
I don't remember, but I
0.
think it's 0. I think it's 0. Okay, and I guess we could stop there. Except I'd like to say that the AFC West, George told me to say this, is the toughest division in football.
Well, they certainly have the most. They're definitely one of the most interesting. I don't know that they're the toughest, but they have 2 really tough teams. I mean, Denver just lost, and we don't know how real
City.
Kansas City is, but
And
they're
San Diego's
exciting to
right up
watch,
there,
and they're
too.
doing fantastic. I love seeing them do well. Love seeing teams that have had a strong past of continuous losing turn it around.
Two and
I
14
attribute a lot
last
of that
year.
to Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
Yeah.
That's right.
Folks, why don't
So-
you come on back?
And Batman
We'll read some
and
emails.
Ron will read some emails. Welcome back to the Dime Store Batman. This is Batman. You'll realize now that he looks an awful lot like Mike, but it's really Batman.
now you'll
it really is
realize.
Batman. You didn't know that before. By the way, this is Montana. We have wolves here. I didn't know that. I come from out of town, but we do have wolves here.
We do.
Mike,
So
man.
So I wanted to
What do
let
you
you
wanna
know
do?
that we
What do
got
you
some
wanna do?
email.
We did, and we're loving every minute of it. George says he loves every minute of it.
we have a new email address.
Oh, yes.
By
lot shorter.
popular demand. The new email address is VMGEXPSUK. No.
Okay.
It's
MOUSE.
DMGEXP@gmail.com.
Lot shorter, so you folks that were not doing it because it was too long, you can't type very well, now you can do it. I'm excited to
That's
get
right.
more email.
All right.
And we got some new fans too. That's great.
Isn't that exciting?
That is exciting. What in the heck is going on with your email?
Carol writes, who has been the biggest disappointment this year in the NFL?
I'll have to get back to you because I got to call George.
It's got to be
I'm saying
Texans.
Houston Texans.
Texans.
Don't you think?
I really had high hopes for them this year.
And they are looking absolutely pitiful.
Yes, they are.
Pardon me for my language.
All right, we got.
Well, so we're both in agreement on Houston.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Giants won.
Yeah. Well, they don't seem
They don't
like a
look
disappointment to me.
They've got a problem, but
Right.
but Houston just
Houston, they have a problem.
yeah. They
Okay.
do. Rob writes, who has been the biggest surprise in the NFL? He had the same question that Carol.
Okay, and I bet we're going to agree on this one too. I would say the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think it has to be.
Yeah, you don't.
Here
you
they
don't
are
go,
undefeated. They're the last ones. They're 7-0 at this point.
They went 2-14 last year, so I would say that's my pick for the.
And again, I know I just said this in the last segment,
That's
but
okay.
I attribute that to Andy
No,
Reid.
Batman said that in the last segment. Mike is back. He can repeat. Mike's going to repeat. He's not at the table.
Jeff writes, I have an immeasurable disdain for Texas A&M, but I would rather get kicked in the groin on my way out of the dentist's office than ever root for Auburn. Roll Tide.
Wow. So, what team does he like? Is that an Alabama fan, you think?
I believe so.
I would think that's an Alabama fan.
And I want to let you know that we did get an email on the trivia question.
Yes.
The trivia question from last week. What is this from? I've never seen so many electric jellyfish in all my life. Well, Ellen writes, the line, I've never seen so many electric jellyfish in all my life, is from Owen Wilson's character in the movie The Life Aquatic, starring Mr. Bill Murray. Congratulations, Ellen. You won a Jaguar gear shift knob.
Now, this was on the Bond mobile, but now he's got another one on there.
Bond never drove a Jaguar.
It's Mike Bond.
Actually, I bought this on eBay, but it's the wrong size for my car, so... But it is a nice little piece of wood.
It'll be a souvenir of your visit to the Mike and George House of Horrors.
That's right.
All right. Okay, we have any more email?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay, well, we're getting out of here now. We'll see you later. Hey, why does Mario join us?
Come here.
Hey, Mario!
Come over here and say that. I dare you. Who is it?
Wow.
Who are you?
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Well,
Okay,
welcome to the show, Mario. How's your main man Luigi doing?
Well, they did.
Yeah. Who in the heck is Luigi?
So how's Princess Peach doing? She's okay?
A peach. She's a peach.
You gonna go trick or treating this year? You gonna get lots of candy?
Mario?
Who's your favorite football team? That's easy for you to say.
Yeah. Well, that's one of my favorites too, but not quite my whole favorite.
You like the Redskins?
Yeah.
You like the Broncos?
Yes.
All right. And the Crimson Tide?
They call.
How about Roll Tide Roll?
Yeah.
Roll Tide Roll.
See his little eyes go. The Wolves are
All
outside.
right.
What
Ladies and
music
gentlemen,
they make.
have a great football weekend. Thank you to our sponsors, but thank you to you for watching. And we hope you have a very safe Halloween. If you're out driving, drive slowly. There's youngsters walking around out there trying to get candy and have some fun.
They're zombies, but it's
Be
okay.
careful out there.
And let me
have
tell you
a great
something.
football week.
And stay classy, San Diego.
Stay classy, Helena.